From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Afternoon Edition.
Right now on the Afternoon Edition, day 2 of the Oakland teachers' strike is well underway, but will the state offer to help the negotiations? Will that actually bring a solution any faster? Good afternoon, I'm Elizabeth Cook.
And I'm Ryan Yamamoto. Thousands of Oakland students are out of school today as the teachers' strike enters its second day. This is a live Shopping United for Success Academy in Oakland, where the teachers will hold another demonstration in just a few minutes.
They've been out again since before sunrise at schools across the city as they continue to try to reach a new contract with the district. State Superintendent Tony Thurmond has even offered to mediate. He says both sides have agreed to take him up on that. Oakland's mayor says she's also doing what she can.
I am in support of making sure that our teachers are getting compensated fairly. We all know that, our kids deserve nothing short of a great education. And so from the city side, I will continue to talk to OEA and also continue to have conversations with the city administration superintendent.
Oakland teachers are some of the lowest paid in the Bay Area, and they haven't had a new contract since before the pandemic. So what needs to happen to end all of this? Well, the district proposed a raise of 13% to 22% based on experience and a one-time bonus, including back pay. That would raise a first-time teacher's base salary to more than $63,000. But salaries are just one of the sticking points. The disagreement is coming down to other demands, including better classroom conditions, mental health services, homeless housing, and reparations for black students. The union says it won't come back to the table until the district agrees to negotiate on those topics. But the superintendent says they want to prioritize salaries, and she says they can't afford anything else. We are talking with both sides right now, and we'll have much more on this later on today.
Meanwhile, FBI agents worked through the night in Davis, sifting through the home of serial stabbing suspect Carlos Dominguez. UC Davis confirms that he had just failed out of the school last week, 2 days before the attacks began. Before heading to college, he was profiled in the Oakland Unified School District's Mentoring in Medicine and Science program and was an aspiring doctor. Now authorities are left trying to figure out how a student who wanted to save people's lives wound up accused of taking them.
This person could have been sitting next to me. I really want to know, like, for example, he had roommates that was announced in the press conference. Did they know anything? Did they speak up? Were they students? Were they also in the College of Biological Sciences? Did I know the roommates? Did they know what Carlos was doing?
And today, a celebration of life will be held for one of the victims, UC Davis senior Karim Abub Najim. The other victims include a 50-year-old man who died and a woman in her 60s who is expected to survive. We'll have more details on this story as we get them. Stay with CBS News Bay Area and on our website at KPIX.com.
Meanwhile, San Francisco police are investigating former fire commissioner Don Carmignani in connection with a series of pepper spray attacks against homeless people in the Marina District over the last few years. The lawyer for the suspect accused of attacking Carmignani with a pipe last month says her client was also bear sprayed. Carmignani previously denied any involvement in the other attacks. Improving downtown safety, or the perception of downtown safety, is a key agenda for cities across the Bay Area. And despite data showing violent crime is actually down, the perception of crime being worse is driving a lot of leaders to crack down. Like San Jose's Mayor Matt Mahan, who walked the beat this week with some downtown foot patrol officers. Max Darrow reports businesses who work there are welcoming the extra attention.
Like most downtowns, the pandemic took a toll on downtown San Jose, and the area is still recovering. The mayor says he'd like to see more life here, but says the addition of more police officers plays a role in the equation.
Try this. That one might fit.
As Yvette helped this customer at the longtime downtown San Jose shop Hammer & Lewis Fashion, she says despite the quiet day, business has actually improved as of late.
Our regular customers that we know for so many years, they gave us a whole lot of support, and they came back.
But she says the downtown environment that surrounds her shop needs work.
Sometimes there's weird things that happen out here. That's why most people don't want to come downtown.
While she doesn't feel unsafe, she'd like to see downtown move in a better direction.
When you come down the street and you see all the empty spaces, with the businesses, you wonder what's going on. People get leery and they ask questions, like, how come it's so dead down here? I think a lot of people are afraid of the landscape.
That's what Mayor Matt Mahan hopes to change. After joining one of SJPD's downtown foot patrols on Thursday and meetings with business owners, Mahan said safety is foundational to reinvigorating downtown.
If you don't feel safe, it's hard to want to spend time, spend money, or invest in bringing a new business or building the housing that we need.
According to San Jose police data, there were around 3,000 more reported property crimes in the city in 2022 than there were in 2021.
We added 4 officers in the budget last year for our downtown walking beat.
And Mahan is pushing to double the rate at which SJPD hires police officers.
We had budgeted 15 new officers per year. I've expanded that to 30. So we're going to increase staffing. We really just want to get back to community policing, having the staffing levels in our department to have that presence in the community.
Right.
Back at the shop, Yvette says the idea is worth a shot.
I think because it would be better for the people out here, really. People will feel safer, really, if there was more police officers.
Her vision of downtown San Jose is more vibrant than the area currently is.
And there needs to be more people, more businesses, you know, because everything's so empty.
She'll be waiting and watching for that to happen.
Okay, let's get the First Alert meteorologist Jessica Burtz. They call it May gray for a reason, but will we see some sunshine this weekend?
Yeah, you know, we are for a little bit, and then we're going to see more showers in the forecast. I'm excited for June gloom, if you ask me. But let's start off with a live look down in San Jose. Partly cloudy skies above the Santa Clara Valley right now, where current temperatures are still ranging up in the upper 50s. We're going to hit the lower 60s this afternoon. Actually, we're hitting the low 60s right now, and once we take a look just across that Bay Bridge off into the East Bay, we're also sitting in the low 60s. Now, it's mild today all throughout the Bay Area. We're only topping off in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Very similar to yesterday, just with a little bit less rain. Don't get me wrong, the rain is still in the forecast. It's just going to be a lot more light, a lot more widespread late tonight, mostly up in the North Bay too. Once that trickles off into tomorrow morning's forecast, we're going to see a dry break heading into the weekend, and then right as we head into early Monday morning, a little bit more showers for us as we head into our Monday morning commute. So keep that in mind. Make sure you keep those umbrellas out and ready to go for the backpacks on Monday. We'll have more on what you can expect coming up in the next week's forecast because, by the way, we have some upper 80s right around the corner. More on that in a bit, but for now, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jess. Well, people in Pajaro find themselves under a mountain of stress working to put their lives and homes back together after their town was flooding following a levee break during this year's winter storms. We now know when construction on the Pajaro River levee is now set to start.
But as Veronica Marcia shows us, time remains the biggest obstacle.
Crossing the bridge from Watsonville into Pajaro, this was the warning notice that covered the welcome Bienvenidos to the town of Pajaro sign for weeks. More than a month after the levee breach, people are nowhere near recovering from the devastation left behind. Angeles Alvarado says that when she factors in the boiler, the refrigerator, house items she lost, plus her hotel stay, her losses are likely adding up to $10,000.
They refuse to consider the land value that would be destroyed and how many of our people would be out of work while that land is down.
Judge and former supervisor John Phillips feels like one of his biggest accomplishments had been helping secure funding for the Pajaro River levee project. However, this year's storm in March would wash that away.
I flew back to Washington, D.C. maybe I think 3 times and met with the Army Corps of Engineers and worked with Jimmy Panetta, who did so much on it and everything. I mean, and we were so happy about getting it totally funded between the federal government and the state, and then this happened.
What happened in Pajaro was no surprise to the people who live here. The relentless rain had them voicing their fears and concerns surrounding the vulnerable infrastructure. A levee that has a history of breaching 5 times since it was completed in 1949. Clearly, it was inadequate for the weather patterns California was experiencing. The process in which funding for the federal waterway is prioritized considered outdated.
Tommy Williams, I work for the San Francisco District of the Army Corps.
And the Army Corps of Engineers is owning up to it.
We all fully recognize that is a flawed process No one would deny that.
The way in which projects were evaluated for years depended on what's known as the benefit to cost ratio.
There have been different methods of evaluating what is a worthwhile investment with taxpayer funds. And for quite some time, the Army Corps relied very heavily on national economic development benefits, or NED benefits. And they would be quantified during our planning studies in a benefit cost ratio.
Communities with higher home values would take priority. Communities with inexpensive homes, like those in Pajaro, would be at the bottom of the list.
What does it cost to rebuild a house in Pajaro versus what does it cost to build one in Marin County if you had flooded there? And we couldn't compete. They didn't take in consideration the people.
Walking along the streets in Pajaro, you could see people have cleaned up their homes and there's no more debris along the streets. But it's expected that people in Pajaro are going to feel the impacts of the levee breach for months.
Perhaps an expensive home versus an inexpensive home is a meaningless component to things at the end of the day. And so we've placed a lot less weight on a high benefit cost ratio and rather more attention to and appreciation for comprehensive benefits. That's the approach with a project like this.
For the people of Pajaro, it's too late. And while there's now an influx of money towards the project, which has a construction start date of next summer, there's still anxiety over the storms between now and then.